Good morning. All right, today we are going to be working on our math NF6, pages 13, 14, and 15. So let's go ahead and get our yellow packet out and open up to NF6, and we are on page 13, 14, and 15. That's what we're working on today. Oh, I'm at a little bit blurry. There we go. All right, so we are going to practice all three of the ways that we can write decimals, fractions, and then in word form. So in this first section, the directions say write each word form as a fraction. Now remember, if it has the word hundredths, it has to have 100 on the bottom, and it has to have 2 digits above it in the numerator. If it says tenths, it's going to have a 10 at the bottom and 1 digit, just 1 digit, in the numerator. So let's look at this first one. It says 92 hundredths. 92 hundredths. Okay, so let's double check. It says hundredths. I have 100 at the bottom. I have 2 digits at the top. Excellent. Okay, number 2, 16 hundredths. Okay, again, hundredths and 16. 2 digits at top, 100 at the bottom. All right, number 3, 4 tenths. 4 tenths. So I'm going to have a 10 at the bottom, and I'm going to have a 4 at the top. Okay, 4 tenths. All right, now I would like for you to finish that section. Pause the video and do it, or you can do it with me. Here we go. Number 4. All right. So when we are looking at 29 hundredths, we have 29 out of 100. Okay, 5 hundredths. 5. Now, if we were writing this as a decimal, we would have a 0 in front of that. Okay, there's those 2 digits at the top, but I didn't put that 0 after because that would be 50 and that would not be correct. And then we have 3 tenths. All right, now this next section is we're going to write each word form below as a decimal. Okay, so remember, if it says hundredths, it has to have 2 digits. If it says tenths, it has to have 1 digit. So let's look. 37 hundredths. We have 0, 0 whole numbers, and we have 37 hundredths. 37 pennies out of 100. All right, number 8, 2 tenths. Now, tenths is that first digit after the decimal, and that's kind of like our dimes. So we have $0 and we have 2 tenths. All right, number 9, 14 hundredths. 0.14. All right, will you please do 10, 11, and 12? All right, check with me, my friends. Here we go. 9/10, 1/10, and 81/100. Did you get it? Are you getting it? All right. This last section is we're going to write each fraction or decimal in word form. Okay, so in word form. So what would we say here? We would say 45. And what place is the last one in? It's in the hundredths place. So we say 45 hundredths. So write that, 45 hundredths. 45 hundredths. And it's really important that you have this THS on the end. All right, let's do this one. 56 hundredths. So we're going to write 56 hundredths. Again, making sure that you have that THS on the end. All right, I'm just going to say these and you're going to write them. This is what? 5/10. This one is 6/10. This one is what? There's 2 digits, so we would say what? Hundredths. 13 hundredths. And what are we going to say here? 2 hundredths. 2 hundredths. All right. Move on to page 14. So page 14 is going to be very similar to what we've done, and I'm going to let you kind of work through these. But on this one, you're going to convert each decimal or word form into a fraction. Okay, so this is going to be a fraction. I'll do this first line with you. So there's 2 digits, so it is over what? 100, and it's 75 over 100. There are 2 digits, so I know that it's over 100, and I'm going to say 12 hundredths. Okay, this one says 3/10. 3/10. All right, now on this section, you're going to put all of these into fractions. Now, on this bottom part, you're going to turn the fractions or the words into decimals. Okay? So, what does this say? 32 hundredths. So, 0 whole numbers and 32 hundredths. 9/10, 0 whole numbers and 9/10. And 64 hundredths, 0 whole numbers and 64 hundredths. All right, you are going to finish this section as well. Okay? I know you guys can do those. Turn to page 15. Now, on page 15, there's a number line up here, and it says you can identify the location shown by the points below. So, A is, there's 10 lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 altogether. The 0 doesn't count. Okay, and if I am going to go to A, I am going to say that that is 2/10. Okay, B is 5/10, and C is 7/10. Now, here is 8/10, but what if I want 83/100? Well, I know that 8/10 is like 8 dimes. And 8 dimes is 80 cents. So 83 cents would be just after that. All right, let's look at these and figure them out. So it says, write the fraction and decimal shown by each point on the number line. Okay, so there are 10 here, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 0 whole numbers, and 3/10. And the fraction would be 3/10. All right, let's look at this. Well, we have 5/10 here, 6, 7, 8/10. So my fraction is 8/10, and my decimal is 0 whole numbers and 8/10. Can you guys hear my dog? She's going crazy. There's a cat next door that she likes to bark at. Just ignore her. All right, let's look at this one. Here is 5/10. So this would be 6/10. And it would look like that. Okay, and how about this last one? Oh, this last one is like 1 dime. Or 1/10, 0 whole numbers, and 1 dime. Okay, now at the bottom, this is where we're going to get a little bit trickier, because we're going to put these hundredths into this number line. Okay, now remember, tenths are dimes. So this is really 10 cents. This is really 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $1. So if we look at it like that, putting these numbers that are in the hundredths into this becomes a whole lot easier. So we're going to place 75 hundredths. Well, that's like 75 cents or 75 pennies. 70 is right here. 80 is right here. So 75 would be right in the middle. So I'm going to put 0.75 right there. All right, let's look at the next one. 31, kind of like 31 cents. Well, here is 30. But if I need 31, I'm going to go right past it. And that is 0.31. Okay, where would my 1200th be? Do you see the 10? Okay, so where would that 1200th be? It's going to be about right there. Okay, where would 29 be? 29 hundredths. Well, here's 20. Here's 30. So 29 is going to be right before that. I might have to put a little arrow down. I'm going to put that 0.29. Because I can't really fit it in there on writing. Okay, how about 97? Well, here's 90. There's 100. So where would 97 go? Well, in the middle would be 95, 96. So 97's probably going to go about right there. 0.97. All right. Can you put 52 hundredths, 64 hundredths, and 48 hundredths on this number line? I bet you can. All right, my friends. So today's assignment, our pages 13, 14, and 15. I'm also going to challenge you to do pages 16, 17, 18, and 19 as extra credit. Tomorrow we are going to start NF7, but I want you to try to do 16, 17, 18, and 19. And I want you to do as much as you can of it. So if you get to a problem on one of those pages that you don't know, that's all right. You can ask me at our Thursday Zoom meeting. Okay, I'm going to give everyone a question and answer at our Zoom meeting. So try 16, 17, 18, and 19 as extra credit. And then I will go over any questions you have on that. So give it a try. All right, my friends, happy mathing. Bye.